Hey all, welcome to ShareTreck. This is Raj here. As expected, after a bad day yesterday, things have started looking up again. That's the nature of the market. Never a straight line, always up and down. I think Amazon results also did help a lot in changing the mood and giving a new perspective. So with that said, let's get started. We start with CNBC headlines, and I'm looking at the indices. Unlike yesterday, Dow futures are looking positive in pre-market trading at plus 0.29, S&P futures at 0.33% positive, Nasdaq up 0.39%, and oil also up a handsome 2.06%. Now the focus is on the job report that is expected around 8:30 a.m. and it's expected to show slowest pace of hiring in years. And this is definitely going to be impacted by hurricanes and also some layoffs by Intel. Sorry, not Intel, it's Boeing and Intel. So all of those things, I don't know when Intel layoffs will hit the numbers, but Boeing definitely did have layoffs. Intel had 2 rounds of layoffs. But basically, I think that the jobs number will have to be adjusted for those layoffs. But again, at the end of the day, whether it is Intel layoffs or any other layoff, a layoff is a layoff, that many people with less jobs, therefore a weaker economy. This should also guide for the interest rate cuts from the Fed, which is expected later in November, maybe a week away from now. And whether it's going to be 25 basis points or 50 basis points, that's the question. And also here it says Boeing strike will dent job reports before election. Now we have Chevron beating expectations. As I mentioned earlier, as a defensive posture, I was invested in Costco, Walmart, Berkshire Hathaway, Exxon Mobiles, and Chevron. Now Exxon is doing okay. Chevron is also given good results, so I'm expecting Chevron shares to boost, and that would have been a good investment decision on my part. So I'm happy about that. And the fact that Boeing and their union has reached a contract means that Boeing can start mending itself. And Apple services unit is now $100 billion a year juggernaut after phenomenal growth. This is exceptional news for Apple, and it should help Apple shares firm up, because when I look at most of the companies, technology companies that we have, I'm looking at the services growth because that's a sustainable growth on an ongoing basis. So this is really good news for Apple. And Amazon CEO pledges AI investments will pay off as capital expenditures surge 81%. That's again a vote of confidence that investments in AI are leading to potentially lucrative AI use cases. And this coming from Amazon, which has already demonstrated a lot of gains from AI in terms of upgrading their code using AI and saving around $350 million, and also using them for their website and their warehouse operations in conjunction with robotics. So I think Amazon might lead the way and reap a lot of efficiencies, which will make the moat around Amazon even more deeper and difficult for anybody to dethrone them. So I think this is a good development. Again, all positive reasons why things should go up. Of all the companies, Intel, whom we had thought that was dead, has come back with real good repositioning, and Intel shares have jumped 7% on earning beat and uplifting guidance. Now, when it comes to guidance, like Microsoft, for example, did not give a very upbeat guidance and the share was punished. Now, Intel is giving an upbeat guidance and the share is going up. We are taking the companies at their face value. What if Intel is right and Microsoft was underplaying the future, and Microsoft does way better than it promised for the next quarter? Then the Microsoft shares will jump. And what if Intel is wrong and Microsoft comes in line with whatever it has projected? Then Microsoft shares will not be punished and they will maintain their value and probably go up a little. So that's also another case why I might be putting a little more money into Microsoft right now. So this is the way I'm thinking about it. I would like to get your feedback. on my thoughts, so that I can have an alternative opinion also. Microsoft stock has worst day in 2 years after disappointing forecast. This is what I was referring to. Now, Meta is effectively increasing its monthly users. That's again a very good news for us. The only negative for AI is OpenAI CEO Sam Altman says we can't ship new AI model as quickly as hoped. So this is bound to happen when the CEOs are focused on multiple things rather than the core bread and butter. But that's unavoidable when they want to be the leader of the pack and stay on the bleeding edge. So I think that's what I would like to say on the news. I have stayed on the news for too long. Let's go to the economic calendar. We are looking at non-farms payroll and unemployment rate coming in at around 8:30 a.m. And if they come in weaker than expected, then I think we are going to be looking at a much heftier rate cut. And 25 basis points is already baked in, but if it becomes 50, that could see the markets gain. Next, let's go to the fear and greed index, where we are in the verge of fear and neutrality. So today, I think this needle is going to move into neutral and towards greed. And let's look at the stock market heat map, which is an ocean of red. Consumer defensive has managed to regain some value. I have both Walmart and Costco. So Walmart has done well, but overall both Walmart and Costco are doing relatively okay in my portfolio. Exxon, Shell, and CVX, that is Chevron, all of these are in the green. Energy has attracted, utility has attracted, classic defensive play out here. Let's go to what's happening today. Nasdaq futures are up 0.42%, and as I feared yesterday, we broke down below the 9-day exponential and the 50-day and the 20-day exponential. And we have also fallen below the diagonal line of support, which had been there with us for a long time. And right now we are straddling the 50-day exponential moving average. And that is causing me a lot of worry. If we break down below this, then we have a problem, and we have converted the support at 20,242 into a resistance. So we have to break through this. So this is going to be our first challenge, first order of business for today. And if we manage to do that, then we have to break through this diagonal line of resistance. So as easy as it was to break down, it's going to be as difficult to go up. MACD is looking bad and momentum is looking bad. I am hoping that we have enough juice to go above average on the momentum and turn the MACD towards the signal line in a bullish manner. Now let's look at QQQ. QQQ is up 0.55% in pre-market trading, recovering just about 40% of what was lost yesterday. And we have got really good support from the 50-day exponential moving average. And that is giving me a lot of comfort, but MACD and momentum leave a lot to be desired. Now let's go on to indicators, where I want to show you that the put call ratio is absolutely neutral. It's not giving us any clues. However, VIX is elevated. It's gone about 20. So one has to be careful. There could be an opportunity for the VIX to spurt like it did out here, because we have the election coming around, and 5th of November is the elections. We have got a lot of earnings coming out. So anything can give a spike like this. So one has to be careful. What does a spike like that do? It leads to a huge fall in the stock index. So that's what it does. Now let's go on and have a look at AI. Google is up 0.13%, well on the track, I think, to 190.32. So we'll have to watch for that happening, because in my opinion, the reverse head and shoulder has already been formed, and we are on track. MACD and momentum both are looking decent. Tesla is up 0.59%. We still have resistance out here at 255.91. I'm going to mark this red. Apple is down 1.33% in pre-market trading. There's a lot of weakness out here, but I think the AI play will eventually work out. So I might probably re-enter Apple. Right now I don't have Apple on my portfolio. I had sold it and taken profit. I think as the Apple stock falls, I will contemplate buying more. We have the 100-day exponential, which is at 219.97. So if we come near that, then I think I'll definitely buy a little more Apple. Meta is looking good at 0.41 gain in the pre-market session, regaining a little bit of what it lost earlier. I expect a consolidation, and this diagonal line of support is going to become a diagonal line of resistance. And we have got the 9-day and the 20-day exponential moving average providing us resistance. We had to break through them as well. Amazon is up a handsome 6.52%, a huge gap up. So we are going to be way above this diagonal line of support that we had, and way above all the exponential moving averages. And we could see a few more golden crosses happening, showing more bullishness. And momentum and MACD both will improve today. That's my prediction. And then we have Microsoft, which is up 1.06%, shaking off the losses earlier. There was a huge gap down, so we have recovered almost half of what we lost yesterday. But this gap down is going to act as a magnet and pull us towards it, and we are going to bank on that. So again, Microsoft is something that I would definitely like to buy today or tomorrow. And AMD is up 0.91%. AMD also will recover. We have got two diagonal lines of resistance. That doesn't mean that we'll be we are going to be bearish. We just need to create new higher highs, and then we will be following a inferior bull channel until we cross over these. Next, we have got Palantir, and Palantir is up 0.63%. It had a little bit of correction coming its way. MACD is bearish. Momentum is just about average. We have got earnings coming up on 4th of November. If the earnings defy the lofty expectations, then it's going to be amazing. But if the earnings disappoint the lofty expectations, then I think we are going to see a lot of profit taking and selling, and that would be the opportunity to re-enter. And I think Palantir still is a good company in my books. FNGU is trying to regain some of what it lost yesterday with a gain of 2.43%. Broadcom is down 0.45%. Oracle is up 0.39%. Micron is up 0.73%. And we have Cloudflare up 0.56%. And then we have NVIDIA up 1.68%. NVIDIA still has a resistance at 135.62 that it needs to cross. And our MACD and momentum both are bearish. And I'm expecting this pre-market, if it materializes, it's going to fix this for good. And we have our earnings coming up on 20th of November. Qualcomm is up 0.57% in pre-market trading. SMCI is down 2.75%, suffering dearly. And we have ARM Holdings, which is up 1.42% in pre-market trading. A whole lot of consolidation. ASML is up 0.98%. ASML is struggling big time. Intel Corporation is up 4.83% in pre-market trading, just about managing to be above the exponential moving averages. So when the market opens, I'm expecting the heartbeat of this company to look better on the chart. And FNGD is down 2.12%, losing everything it gained yesterday. Semiconductor ETF is up 1.08%. It is now back into the original bull channel. Not worried yet. It's being supported by the 100-day exponential moving average almost. And today it has jumped back up. That's why I'm saying it's being supported. So that's the lay of the land as far as AI is concerned. Then we look at genomics. PSEB has been doing extremely well. I think that I would like to not jinx this, but I want to put a mild bull channel out here. And I would venture to say that PSEB is following a gentle bull channel. It has to break through this resistance today at 2.24. And if it does that, I think this new bull channel will materialize. And we have IMTX, which has got no trades pre-market. Bluebird Bio is up 7.33% in pre-market trades. Is there any new news? No, I don't think there are any new news for Bluebird. And then we have Ginkgo Bioworks, which is down to 0.26%. Prime is down 0.77%. Allogene is got no trades pre-market. Iowa is up 0.77% in pre-market trades. And then we have mRNA, which is flat in pre-market trades. Beam has no trades pre-market. Intelia is up 0.56%, looking extremely weak. I would be tempted to buy Intelia, but I don't know why it is still staying weak. The data was not too bad. Editas has got no trades pre-market. Altimmune is up 0.30%, still struggling and staying under this diagonal line of resistance. Of course, the consolidation could mean that probably we might be creating higher highs and higher lows. That's what I'm hoping for. Then we'll have a bull channel out here. Caribou Biosciences is down 1.53%. No amount of news is seeming to help any of these genomic companies. CRISPR is up 0.86%, still staying range bound, and it is bounded on the top by resistance at 49.49, and right now we are at 46.39, and all the exponential moving averages are above us. MACD and momentum are not looking great. ARCG is up 0.35%, still managing to stay above this horizontal line of resistance support, which is at 22.94. I'm going to convert this into a support out here. Grail has got no trades pre-market, and it has managed to stay above this line of resistance and converting it into a support. So 13.13 now becomes a support, which is a good thing. Illumina is down 0.26% in pre-market trades, and Verve has got no trades pre-market. So friends, that's what we have today, and I'm hoping that when we get the employment number, the market doesn't get spooked too much, but we have to expect a weaker number. But if it still comes strong, that would be a matter of concern from an interest rate perspective. So if the rate cuts are not going to come the way it was expected, that could push the markets down. But if the rate cuts will come as expected, I don't think much would happen. If we are looking at a 50 basis point, then I think there will be a blip. We'll move upwards in the market. So that's what I have in mind. And I would like to hear from you guys. What do you think? And with that, I'd like to bring this video to an end. Thanks and have a great day. Bye for now.